Welcome back, day 2. This is your pull workout. So what do I mean by like push, pull? Well, it's the type of movements that we're doing. So today you're going to see a lot of movements where you're either pulling your hips back, pulling your weights to your hips, really with a focus on the back of the body. As well as, you're gonna get some pulls for those biceps, and we're gonna put in some core as well. Get started warming up on the floor. So starting on all fours, I've got a mat here. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. I just want you to exhale, round it up like a cat, and then inhale, lengthen. Good, exhale, rolling your spine up to the ceiling, tucking your chin, and then inhale, send your tailbone back. We're gonna do that 3 more times. This is another good one you can do in your wake up or your wind down, right? It just feels good to either kind of warm the body up for the day or even just as you wind down. Good. From here, we're going to come back into a neutral spine. Bring your hands up to your temples. Open that elbow up and then kiss it to your other forearm. Inhale to open, pull wide, and exhale. Good. Big breath in. Try and open all the way up to the screen and then exhale. Good. 2 more. Really opening up through the upper back. And let's switch sides. Good. Really lift that elbow open and then turn in. So this is a great one. If you sit at a desk all day or in front of a screen or you're commuting, maybe you're just not going very far, but you've got all the kid pickups and drop-offs like me, this is a great one for that upper back. Good. Last one. Good. All right, we're gonna come to an elongated position here, reaching opposite arm, opposite leg. Find that stability and then release. Good. We're just gonna do this a few times, drawing that belly in, trying to find our balance, arm and leg, parallel to the floor. Good. It's like I could rest a fancy glass of champagne right on your lower back, but it would not move. Good. 1 more each side, getting the core engaged early. Last one. All right, we're going to tuck our toes, press back, walk up, and then roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. All right, we're gonna finish with some good mornings. Get those legs nice and warm. Hands up, or if you need support, we're gonna keep those legs straight and push your butt back and stand. Good. So you can add a little body weight here just by using your arms. Because spoiler alert, your arms weigh something. So you're sending your hips back and then squeezing your glutes to come up. This is what's gonna get us ready for our first pull of the day. It is our deadlift. Good. So this version, right, this good morning, we're not going super quick, right? Really stretching through those glutes, those hamstrings, getting that great engagement. All right, we are ready to lift. So again, I'm gonna start with 20s for my deadlifts. This tends to be a very heavy lift. Then I'm gonna start with 15s for my row. You also have the option, you could just hold on to 1 weight. So let me show you. You could do 1 weight here or here, but in this case, I'm just gonna go straight for 2. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see a little bit better, but feet hip distance apart, shoulders back. As you exhale, slide your weights past your knees down towards your shins, and then exhale, pull the weights up your legs. Good. So you're sending your butt back, right? Yes, your chest comes forward, but that's just in counterbalance of your legs. So don't think about coming chest forward, think butt back. This, I always say, is like your hands are full of groceries and you gotta shut that car door. So you're gonna use what you got, right? Use what your mom gave you. If you're like me and your mom did not give you very much in that department, well, then that's why we do these. Good. Notice how I'm starting to come up a little bit slower, right? And that's not necessarily by choice. It's just because I am starting to struggle a bit with this weight. All right. Ooh, yes. Now, quick transition. You know we like to keep it moving. Bend those knees. I'm going to pick up something a little bit lighter. We've got dead rows. So a little more bend in your knees, butt back like we did for the deadlift. But now my weights, knee to hip. Good. Keep those elbows in. Nice. Exhale as you pull that weight back. Pinch between your shoulder blades. Whoo, yes, I'm feeling that. 2 more if you've got it. And stand. I'm gonna bend those knees, set those weights down. Whew, okay, heart rate is gonna be up after that one for sure. So catch your breath. This is one of the big movers. That's why I like to kick things off with it. Gets that heart rate spiked early, and we're gonna continue that burn all the way through this 20 minutes. Whew, I can't talk so much. I gotta breathe. All right, grab some water if you need it, and then we are going to get right back into the work. Adjust your weight as needed. Honestly, today, I'm feeling that's exactly where I wanna be. All right, reset. Heels underneath your hips, just a tiny bend in your knees as you send that butt back. For me, in this case, it's like I'm trying to get my glutes to touch the back of the wall. Good. Feel that stretch and then squeeze on the way up. Nice, slow, delicious. So just a little bend in your knees. You don't need to go super low, right? I'm just going about mid-shin. Feel that stretch, that engagement. Good, I'm going for 2 more here. Keeping those shoulders back. All right, once you complete your final deadlifts, right? We always want to bend the knees to set the weight down safely. Hard part is I gotta bend down and pick them up again. But that is all part of the fun of the workout. Now it's really tempting to want to rush through these. Let's don't. Take a moment, pause, lower with control. Pause, lower with control. Even if that means you do less reps, they're gonna be quality reps and gonna be worth a lot more. Yes, no, I'm moving slower on this one, and boy, do I feel it. 2 more, try not to rush through it, even though I really, really want to. Come on up. Holy smokes, do I say that at the end of every set? I think I might. But notice, right? That's a lot of work you're lifting. I know it's only 8 to 12 reps, but then you do it back to back. That's 16 to 24 without taking a break. But see, that's why we can get away with it when we switch from lower to upper body. That's how we can compress the work. Get in all the work we need to in a more efficient amount of time, but still get very effective results. 1 more round. Yes, if you're psyching yourself up to pick up those weights, that is right where you want to be. All right, find that teeny tiny knee bend as you send those hips back. Did you go up on your weight? Are you maintaining? Because trust me, I really wanted to pick up those 15s. but I know you'd see me do it, right? I'm like, oh man. All right, if you're gonna pick up the same, I'm gonna pick up the same. Now, if this is bothering your back, just aim right past the knees. All right, if you need to come out of it, that's fine. If you need to go lighter on your weight, right? This should feel strong and shaky, but not painful. One more. All right, so glad that is done. So glad that's done. But we're not done yet. Finishing with those rows. Remember, you only got to get in 8. If you get to fatigue before then, good for you. I really want to rush through this. My back, right? We are working those posture muscles. So it gets really easy to want to try and just rush through it. Fight against that urge. Good, if you got 2 more in you, great, do it. If not, this is my last one. Notice I'm slowing down a lot, struggling to get that weight up. That's the goal. All right. Whew. Let's take a moment to catch our breath, reset, grab some water. Moving on to our next superset, we have side lunges followed by hammer curls. Side lunges, this is gonna get your heart rate up. I also wanna get us moving in a different direction. I'm gonna go 8 steps to the right, 8 steps to the left, and then we'll bicep curl. All right, so weight on either side of your leg. If you want to do this with just body weight, that works as well, and then you can pick up those weights for your bicep curls. We're stepping out to the side, butt back. Good. Weight in the heel, right? You want to keep that chest up, and then find that heel drive out of the floor. So this really isn't necessarily a pull, but I do want to get those legs working in another direction. Good. All right, let's move to the other side. Am I going to stay in the frame? Oh yes, I might need to adjust a little bit. All right, those are all the instructor tricks, if you will. Good. Really focus on pushing that floor away. You'll notice my weights aren't going very low. They're just in line with my knee. That's all we need. One more. All right, coming up for those bicep curls. Yep, right into the work. Oh, sorry. Turn those thumbs out for this one today. Keep those elbows pointed down to the ground. Again, you don't have to necessarily move super quick through this one. Take your time on the way down. That little rotation is going to get the arm so good. Do you have 2 more in you? Try it, I dare you. If you don't, good for you. And release. All right. That weight for the side lunge is good. It's gonna be a challenge to keep this same weight for biceps. So 12 reps of bicep curls that first time around. I'm gonna try to get to 12, but you know what, I'm gonna stick with this weight. If I can only get to 10 to 8, it's a good place to be, right? Challenging weights, that is what's going to stimulate that muscle growth for us. Let's pick up those weights and get it moving. Good, if you want to challenge your balance a little bit more, you can bring that knee up. Good, gives you that little extra oomph, right? That little extra press. Good, one more, and let's switch sides. Whew. Now, if you did it on the other side, I want you to try it on this side too, right? Let's create that balance. Notice how it makes you switch on your core a little bit more when you go into that, I like to call it the flamingo, right? One more. All right. Whew. Set those feet down. Can't fall down. even though that would feel really good right about now. All right, try and keep that body nice and still. I think I'm just gonna go for 10 here. Taking a moment, that little pause at the top does the body real good. Or I should say, does the bicep real good. Last one. All right. Notice your heart rate is staying up, right? We're not necessarily doing cardio, but you feel that, right? One more time around, quick floor finisher, and we're calling it. All right, last time around, let's start to, it'd be my left, your right. Stepping out, add that flamingo if you want. It's just gonna get a little more inner thigh, a little more core, posture, balance, coordination, all the things. All right, on the next one, I'm gonna switch sides. I'm gonna do something fancy. Whoop. Did you see that? Blink, you'll miss it. It's okay, you don't need anything fancy like that. It's just how I'm keeping myself entertained. Sorry if you can hear me breathing hard. Maybe you won't be able to hear me breathing hard because you're hearing yourself breathe hard. All right, finishing with those bicep curls. Digging in, bend your knees. When you get to that point where you can't lift the weights anymore, take a break, shake it out, then see if you can come back and do 2 more with us. All right, making it to 8. Oh, I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for 10. Come on, those last 2 reps should feel like a struggle. And down. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be honest. I hate side lunges. I hate bicep curls. But I put them in here because I knew I'd have to do them with you. All right, we're gonna do some back extensions and some bicycles. So for your back extension, for this first round, keep your toes down, right? We're gonna lift up, pull your elbows back, forward and down. Lift up, pull those elbows back, reach forward and down. Keep your chin tucked in. I know it's really tempting to think, I can lift higher if I lift my head. But really notice nothing much happened there. So keep your chin tucked, eyes along the ground, and focus on that upper back right between your shoulder blades. Good, 2 more. Who knew your body could weigh so much, right? Could add so much resistance. All right, place your forehead down. Now, little flutter kicks. Squeeze your glutes, and we are just kicking. Not here, right? Lift your knees up out of the ground and lift those thighs. If you need to go slower, do it, right? Lift and lower, lift and lower. Or keep kicking like you're on one of those little boards in the pool, right? Ooh, strengthening those glutes, hamstrings. All right, lower down. If you need to, take a child's pose. We're gonna put upper and lower body together, but a bit different. So opposite arm, opposite leg, lift and lower and switch. Trying to keep long from finger to toe. Reaching long, right? Keep that back leg straight. You can even push down into the floor a little bit to help lift you a little higher. Good, last one. And we are gonna finish with just some good old bicycles. So go ahead, take a child's pose for a moment here. and then flip it over. Now, we'll start first just with the knees up. If you'd rather just keep your legs down, that's fine too. We're lifting the shoulder up and across to the opposite knee. If you want to extend the opposite leg, you can. Now we're only going to do one set here. So I just want you to go until you can't go any more. If you need to tap your toe down, right, that works too. So there's a million different ways we can slice and dice this to get the result we want. Now don't think about rocking side to side. Lift that shoulder up and across, up and across. If you already need to take a break, that's cool. Take a break. And then if you can, get back into the work, right? We'll be here, we'll do it with you. I got you. Last one, and bring those knees in to your chest. How proud of yourself do you feel right now? I hope you feel just so happy, so proud of yourself for keeping a promise to yourself. It feels good to do something for ourselves and to do something we say we're gonna do, right? So taking those knees across, and let's drop them to the other side of the room. Good, feeling that stretch through that lower back into the side of your hip. Now bringing ankle to thigh, reach through, draw in. Just notice your breath start to slow down a bit. Let's bring that leg up to the ceiling. You can point it, you can flex it, above the knee, below the knee. Just go where you feel the stretch. And then switch. Ankle to thigh, draw in. That's for your side lunge. Right there, that's for the deadlift. All right, let's get the back of your leg for that deadlift as well. Fantastic job. Congrats again on pushing play. I'm so proud of you, and I will see you for our second push day coming up next.